So we got to get into Deion because we've been avoiding this for a far too long. I have been not, you know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of things just coming up. We've been trying to have different little situations going on, but it's time that we address Deion Sanders. So if you're not aware, Deion Sanders has now at 3-0 at Colorado University, 3 big wins. The school was formerly, a 1-win team. He left Jackson State, HBCU, for this, and a lot of people have been giving him praise for his success. And I want to be one of them. I want to say I'm happy solely for the success on the football team. What I have a problem with, and my true issue overall with this, is who Deion is being painted as individually. I heard Skip Bayless saying on there, I wouldn't. It's 2 men I wouldn't bet against: Tom Edward Brady and Deion Sanders, because Deion just don't fail. And I hear Michael Irvin talking about, Deion, he did it at the high school level, and he did it at HBCU, and now you see him here at Colorado. And I just been thinking, I've been sitting here pondering and asking myself questions like, is this truly who they think that they're seeing? Because the person I know Deion to be has always been about one thing and one person only, and that's Deion Sanders. So I want to kind of get into an interesting timeline. Did you know Deion had a school?
No, I did not know that.
Yes, Deion was part of a school named Prep Academy. Now, this school is no longer active. Actually, this school closed 3 months before the semester was over with. At the end of the day, just told the kids, hey, no more school. You can't come anymore. It's closed.
It was was it like a sports?
It was a charter school.
Okay.
So this school had been riddled with so many money problems since the inception of it. He was somebody who was a part of it. He didn't have all the administrative control. And one of the things of the articles that I read alleged that one of the problems was the money was also being used to fight against him trying to take control. Mm-hmm. Like he would have PTA meetings telling the teacher families to leave, to take their kids out to school. The school was having issues with the national lunch where they end up losing the lunch initiative for the state. They were getting so many different loans, unable to pay them back, to the point where they were like $700K, I want to say, in debt.
Oh, no.
At the end of all this. I want to say $700K in debt, only having like $60,000 in the bank. Also, Deion had been donating money to this school, but none of the donations could ever be accounted for. They can't ever be found what they did with the money or what they were doing with it. Also, something interesting that was noted in the article, the sports teams had their own separate budget that didn't account for the schools. So you have this individual who also was accused of choking a school administrator. He has choked out, the person who was the administrator alleged that Deion Sanders choked him out when they were having a conversation regarding school politics. And this nigga choked him out. This is real shit here.
That's not funny, but
that's
funny.
Real shit. And it's like, I hate when individuals get pressed and they're doing one thing really good, and then we paint them with this brush as if they're individual. I promise you, this nigga Deion is the same nigga as the BS High. He's the same. They were pretty much doing the same shit. Funneling money, doing a lot of flugazi shit. They ended up having to settle with all their investors. It was like $125K out of court.
All I hear is a bunch of hate on a black man.
That's all y'all ever hear.
Hater.
That's all y'all ever going to hear. But then he takes these same methods to Jackson State and poison another community, essentially. Because everybody keeps trying to say, oh, Deion went there. He showed y'all the game. The game is fucking Deion. That's the game. Where do you get another Deion? Is there a Walmart Deion? Is there a Target Deion that you go pick up a Hall of Fame quarterback? A fucking legend? Do you just pick those up at the store? No, they don't come like that. So the idea was this, Deion. When you went there, you were going to make them a powerhouse. What the words and the language that you use and why people are still criticizing you to this day for your actions was because the idea was you were going to help bring the HBCUs and all of their conferences up to the prestige that they should have always remained at. Mm-hmm. But you did it. What you did was you couldn't get your way at Jackson State. You couldn't bully yourself over there. So what you do, you go to the trailer part of college football, and then you exploit these kids. Because, again, let's go back to the high school. There was a kid who went to his school, graduated, got a track scholarship, and then got it revoked because the school wasn't fucking accredited.
Oh,
He was $35K in debt
God damn.
and didn't get no fucking real education. Like, come on, let's talk about this shit. Like, you're talking about you for the kids. What did you do for him? Did you pay his shit back? I would hope. What did you do? Because just as many kids as you help, the Emmanuel Moutiers, all those kids that were at your platform, there's a lot of people that you hurt. These kids wasn't even getting a decent education there on a school that had your name. There was a council, they were saying they were going to these schools and nobody was teaching. They were just sitting around doing nothing, wasting time. For real. Kids not learning shit. One of the administrators said, yeah, the sports and stuff look great, but we were doing a disservice to these children on the educational level. How do you say you care, my nigga, when your name is on the building? That says Prime Prep. That was your charter school. And that's the problem I had with these niggas who want to get into these schools and all this stuff, but then don't want to take any accountability. Your school wasn't accredited. Like, you're really negatively affecting your community. But you want to talk about and be held up as a leader. Skip Bayless want to talk about, I've never seen you fail. My nigga, there's a whole high school and tons of children who can tell you his failure.